Hi guys, and welcome back to the Fentech Scratch class. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a game page, that's like the menu page. So we're going to start by deleting this, and next we're going to move over to picking a backdrop. So I usually like using Beach Malibu because it looks moderate and it's just there. Then we're going to pick our sprite. I think I'm going to like to use Mariam, or let me just go to people and look for her. She looks just there. Then I'm going to do next by increasing her size to 150. And then yeah, that's perfect. That's picking. So now to be able to create, let's say you want to do a level game, or you want to start, yeah, a level game. Let's start with a level game. So I'm going to click on my backdrop. Okay, first of all, we're going to pick our buttons. So these are the buttons we have, and I usually like making use of this one. Yeah, so I'm going to duplicate this twice because we're going to have level 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be here, this is going to be here, and this is going to be here. Yeah, just arrange it. Then we're going to start with the first button. That's that one. We're going to go to costumes now. I've not really opened this costumes button, but we have our fill, that is the color you want. We also have the outline. We have, we can use this to write our text. You can actually draw what you want also. Then so I'm going to start by writing a text, and I want the text to be in black. Yeah, so let's make that black. Then I put it here, and I type level 1. Yeah, now as you can see, it's appearing here, but I want it to be in the middle. So I'm going to choose my pick tool as I'm moving it. So I'm going to see. So now you can see that it's now arranged well. So I'm going to come over to the next button. Okay, that's that one. So I think I'm going to swap them so it doesn't confuse me. Then I'm going to also design this one and make it level 2. Do the same thing, use my pick tool and bring it to the middle. You can just follow this sign here and it enters the middle. Then we're also going to go to the third one. We don't necessarily have to go back to the code, just click on this and you see the blank, and then also use our tool again, and we use level 3. Yeah, so that's it. That's our phone. Now we can decide to change the buttons. Let's say I want that one to be orange, and then I design it, but I don't want it to look so weird. You might decide to use blue for easy, blue for medium, and this for the hard level. Depends on what you want, but I think I'm going to stick to this. So now we now have to code the game that to whatever level you press, it should move to another backdrop. So first of all, we are going to add the different backdrops that we want. Let's say we want to use blue sky for the level 1. We pick another backdrop. Let's say we want to use the boardwalk for the level 2, and then pick another one and say, let's say we want to use the canyon. And then now to go back to the first backdrop where we just have to click on this. You see that it has changed from costume to backdrop here. Then we come here, and this was the first backdrop that we were in. So now we start our code. As you can see, these are the other backdrops that we have picked. We want to use this for level 1, boardwalk for level 2, and canyon for level 3. Then we're now going to pick on our Mariam, and we're going to start with when backdrop switches to forever. Now this is where our forever hide and show, show and also hide. So we're going to duplicate this and bring it here, remove this and delete this, and then put this. Now whenever the backdrop is on this beach, which is called beach Malibu, it should forever show. But when the backdrop switches to blue sky, which is for level 1, it should forever hide. So we're also going to duplicate this so that it performs the same function for the remaining 2 levels. So we're going to change this to boardwalk, and we're going to change this to canyon. Now we're going to come over to the level 1 button and be like, when this sprite is clicked, switch backdrop to blue sky. Now apart from that, we're also going to bring out our show and hide button, because whenever we click the level 2 button and it switches to the boardwalk, this level 1 shouldn't show. So we're going to go to events and be like, when backdrop switches to forever, then we're going to duplicate, add the show, add the hide, then we're going to arrange it accordingly. So sorry for that short break, so let's continue. So we're going to make this to beach Malibu. That's once it's on beach Malibu, it should forever show. But when it's on blue sky, duplicate. We're going to duplicate size. We're going to change this to boardwalk, and we're going to change this to canyon. So the same thing we're going to also do with this one. That's the level 2. First of all, bring out our forever. Bring out when the sprite is clicked. Bring out when backdrop switches to. Bring out show and hide. Duplicate this. When this sprite is clicked, switch backdrop to. So for the level 2, we said we want boardwalk. So when it's on beach Malibu, it should show, but whenever it's on blue sky, boardwalk, and canyon, it should forever hide. Canyon, boardwalk, and blue sky. So now let's try something. Let's click this. So as you can see, the only thing we've not coded is this one. Now there's also something we also have to do again if we're creating the page. That is, for our blue sky, we have to put a button for the back button, then so that these two will be able to show. That's everything here will be able to show. So but before then, let's program this one. Then we're going to do something. So yeah, so we're just going to duplicate this, duplicate this. Okay, so blue sky, boardwork, and still need one more. And then canyon. So now let's say we move this here. We're going to have another button. So let's add that. And that is so far. Okay, so let's say we choose this for put it here and be like, let's design it to have back. Yeah, so that's what we have. That it should take us back to the back. Okay, so that's okay. Now we want to program this back. Start here. Start here, yeah. Go back to our looks. Pick our show and hide. That this time around it is when it is on blue sky it should show, but the rest it should hide. When this sprite is clicked, you should switch the backdrop back to the beach Malibu. Then we're going to duplicate this into some more. Change this to beach Malibu. Change this to boardwork and change this to canyon. So now let's try. You see, okay, so that means for our last button we made a mistake, and which is in okay. So you see, we didn't edit this one to be beach Malibu. So if you just click on it, it works. Yeah. So that's all about designing your page. You could also add buttons to have about the game, the owners of the game. You could also do a write-up on it. So I hope you guys try this out, and I would love to see videos of what you've tried out. You could create something more like this. You could create even like you could create another page before this, before you start a game. There's always something like a welcome page. You can decide to do that. You can decide to make it very creative before you move on to the level game. So that'll be all for now. See you in the next class.